just talking, to some of the fans that have followed our program for a while, and first thing they said to me reminded them of, the old times, with the crowd getting involved, and I thought they were the sixth man, especially, in the last 8 minutes when we cut it down. It gave us the energy that we needed. And I thought for the last 8.5 minutes, we guarded as well as we guarded. We turned them over, got some, easy transition baskets. And, once we cut the lead down to 3 or 4, the crowd started getting even louder. And I thought it gave us, that boost for us, to win the game.
Yeah, I thought, 15-0 at home now, but I thought today's game was kind of the first time that real palpable, like you said, that six-man
Yeah,
team.
I have to give the students, a lot of credit. We've always had, great community support, and I thought the student section today, coming out and in great numbers, gave us, the energy that we needed. They were loud, especially, anytime we made, a great defensive play that led to a transition basket, they got even louder, and you can see the kids, getting a little more animated, when everything was going right for us on the defensive end. And we didn't have any answers. You got to give this team a lot of credit. We had no answers for the 6'10" kid. We go 6'3", tops. They did a great job of, getting him the ball. And even though we doubled him a couple times, he had the presence to, to feed a teammate for, an easy basket. But even though Coffey, scored 20 points, this kid had 44 last game against, Bentley. I thought we did a pretty good job against them. And in the last 8 minutes, the only negative play we had is the one, that he made, the 3, off the bank. And even that was not, an easy attempt. So great victory for these guys. And, like I said, before the game, in any tournament, the first game is always the toughest to win, whether you're at home or on the road. And that happened even last year on the road. That just gave us, that jump start. So hopefully, we come out with the same passion on Wednesday against a very good St. Rose team. Right now, the next, 24 hours, we just need to get some treatment, get some people ready to play. Excuse me. Good to see Adrian, only have him 1 day of practice, coming out and giving us some solid minutes.
Down 14 in the second half. You make a run to cut it to 7, and they push it right back up. It was I think, to 13. There was a media timeout right around there. What did you preach to the guys that kind of spurred that defensive effort over the last 8-9 minutes?
Yeah, we thought it was, a lot of time, still left. We didn't need to come down and, there was no 14-point shot that we can make, to get us back even. And we just said, 2 at a time, plenty of time left. Let's don't, put them at the free throw line. If we make them work for every possession, and we cut it down to, to 6 with 3 minutes to go, we're in good shape. And believe it or not, we were even less than 6, with 3 minutes to go. And we pulled out, a great victory on the road.
Talk about the play.
At home.
Where you'll be the rest of this NE10 Championship. Talk about the play of Day Andrews. You guys shoot just 23% from 3, but he just repeatedly was able to get to the rim, a career high 28 for him.
He had his best game in terms of slashing and getting to the rim and finishing. He gets to the rim as well and easier than anybody in the region. With Day, it's just a matter of finishing. I thought that he did a great job of going all the way to the rim and getting a couple and ones. He finished, and he gave us that boost. When we talked about getting 2 at a time, it was him and Chris in the last 8 minutes. And I thought Day, just getting them on their heels, in the last 8 minutes was the difference and opened up, for some of the others, to score.
You briefly talk about St. Rose. They'll be coming in here Wednesday night at 7 o'clock. You've beaten them once already this year during the regular season. What do you expect from them?
I expect, a balanced effort from a team that is playing as well as anybody. Them in St. A's right now in the last month of the season are playing as well as anybody. They don't have the big-time scorer, somebody that averages, 20 or more, but they have 5 or 6 guys that share the ball. They move the ball side to side, and, you know, we need to play like we played in the last 8.5 minutes, 9 minutes of this game tonight, you know, for us to be, you know, a solid team that really has it going right now. You know, being this, you know, number 2 in the region says a lot for a team that doesn't have somebody, you know, averaging in the 20s.
And lastly, the curse of Anthony Fellicaro continues. Will you allow him anywhere near the building Wednesday night?
He can come, you know, for a half like he came tonight. You know, he can, you know, get his couple candy bars on the concession stand. But, you know, once, you know, the halftime buzzer rings, he better be, you know, going 95 miles an hour down South River Road, or I'm going to send the cops after him again.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.